Bearcats fans, I'm here with Tre Tucker, senior wide receiver for the UC football team. Tre, talk about what it's like to be back here at Camp Higher Ground.
It's amazing. This is my fourth one. Every year is a different challenge. So this year, the weather's been great to us. Previous years, it seems like it's been so hot. I mean, obviously it's been hot out here, but it's been great, man. The food's good. And this is probably one of my favorite times because there's people on the team that you don't really know, like true freshmen and transfers. But then you become closer to everybody. And that's what this place brings. So it's definitely an exciting time.
You mentioned that aspect of having some people transfer in and the relationships being built back here. Nick Martiner transferred in from Hawaii. Talk about what your relationship is like with him so far in this camp and what you've seen from him.
Nick, he's very chill, man. Like I said, very chill dude. I'm cool with him. That's my guy. Obviously he's in the receiving room. He's getting better and better every day. I mean, he's all, like I said in previous interviews and whenever I asked me, he's a physical freak. He's 6'6", can run, and he's just, the sky's the limit for him. So I'm excited to see him play. I actually can't wait to see him score his first touchdown in black and red. I know it'll be crazy. It's coming very soon. So, but yeah, Nick's my guy, man. I'm excited to see him play.
So you're taking on that veteran leadership role within that wide receiver room. After losing guys like AP, you bring in a guy like Nick. Talk about what your aspect is with that leadership role now that you're the senior of the room for the younger guys like Jaden Thompson, Chris Scott. We've seen Quincy Burrows have a great camp so far. Just talk about that leadership role.
Oh, yeah, man. My job at the end of the day is, like I said, leave the room better than I found it. Pushing those guys along every day and ultimately being an example. And so there's no day out here that I can come out here and just, relax, because being the leader, you relax and they relax. So it's a lot of, I'd say, pressure, but good pressure, Makes me keep me on my toes, and it helps them show the standard of our room. Show the standard of our room. And like I said, man. So a guy like Nick, he has experience. He's not a young guy necessarily. He's been in college. He had a great year last year. So he brings a little value too. You know what I mean? Because when we bring a guy in, and he's young, or he might not have quite as much experience. It's kind of hard. So for him, he knows what it is we have to do. He knows our mission. So excited.
So you were recently just named to the Paul Feldman's freak list, along with guys like Tyler Scott, Josh Wiley. Just talk about what that's like for you.
Listen, it's funny because those names you mentioned, those guys are absolutely freaks. So, I just train with them, man. Like I said, that's the thing I love about here, man. It doesn't matter what season we're gonna train well. So honestly, all the awards that we got, they're deserved. So I'm excited for those two. And big props to Coach Brady. Because that's the guy, that's the man with the plan behind everything. So without him, I don't know if we'd be freaks on that list. So yeah, he's just nuts, and everything he does is amazing. So shout out to him.
So camp is now in its final week. Talk about what you've seen from guys like Evan and Ben as they embrace that quarterback battle down the stretch. Could you just walk us through what you've seen from them?
Evan Prater and Ben Bryant, man, crazy quarterback battle. That's how I'll put it, man. The guys are making plays left and right, throwing amazing balls, making good reads. I'm just excited to see them two compete. It's honestly fun, going out there every day. These guys are going at it. Like I said, before, every time you gotta see a pass, you gotta look back and who threw that. You don't know. Because both of them are that good and they're playing at that high level. So, this is gonna continue to be a battle, and I'm excited to see it play out, and excited to see who will win the job come off this one.
So we elaborated on Nick a little bit. Just talk about that battle between him and JQ and how fun that's been able to watch throughout camp.
That's a long battle. That's a very tall and lengthy, long battle. JQ's young, but man, he's been here. He early in the road, but he's young. But it's starting to get to point. Are you sure he's not a junior or senior? He's getting really good. Nick and him just go at it every day. Like I said, it's a long battle. Two tall guys, and it puts pressure on the quarterback. And obviously DB and Nick, because he's not 5'9". They're both all 6'4", 6'5". So that's a great matchup, and I love watching, especially on film, and especially in person.
So my last question for you is, let's just talk about that wide receiver room a little bit. You have yourself, Tyler Scott, Quincy Burrows is having a great camp, Chris Scott, and you also throw in guys like Shaman, Josh Wiley, and Lenny in that offense. Just talk about how exciting it will have to have that many offensive weapons heading into this 2022 season after losing a guy like Alec Pierce on the outside.
Yeah, it's exciting. When you glare at it too much, you get really excited. We got LT, Josh, all those names you just mentioned. So, it just shows like what we can be, but none of that matters unless we go out there and do the actual work. You know what I mean? So we know what we have. We just got to go out there and execute. But yeah, all those guys are great, man. Like even Blue Smith, man. That dude is coming on. That dude is coming on, man. I'm excited to see him get his first touchdown this year. Drew Donnelly as well. The guy can fly. Quincy, obviously, you just mentioned him. He's a young guy, but man, he's going to be really, really good one day. I'm excited to see him too. And he should, he should find his man on the field this year some way. He should. And obviously, Chris Scott, man, he's just a baller. Man. I mean, Tyler is. Those guys. Yeah, and even the tight end room, you got Shimon. Hey, man, I'm excited to see them too because you got Lane and LT, but people don't really realize how good the other two tight ends are as well. And that's a good problem to have. So, man, I'm excited to see all of us mesh together this year and have a great year.
So, elaborate on that a little more. Tyler mentioned the other day how Quincy's mindset is there. He's there mentally. He just wants to come in and get better every day. Said he kind of reminds him like a guy like Julio Jones. Do you see that as well?
Yeah, a little bit. His mindset's definitely there, man. That's the big thing you gotta have, especially coming as a freshman. That might take a year or two to, fully understand what's going on. But definitely, the Julio Jones part, that's funny. But I do see it sometimes when they say it out there. I'm like, hey man, he's wearing that number 12, and that was Alex's old number. So I'm excited to see him.
Awesome, thank you, Trey.
Appreciate it.